So, a very good day to everybody present here. I welcome you all for the soft skill training program on quantitative aptitude for placement in higher order companies. So, this particular class, we would go with the problems on bankers discount. So, I'm dedicating this training program especially for students of this college and the students from various colleges and universities. This is Dr. Christo Anand, professor of EC department. And let me go straight into the topic on problems on bankers discount. Okay. So first of all, let me thank God for giving me this golden opportunity to deliver this webinar or the training program to share my knowledge among my fellow national as well as international students. And thank you, my dear participants, as well as the colleagues who understood the necessity to support this soft skill training program by your valuable presence. So, without you, this event would not have been possible. So, this is what we are going to discuss in this bankers discount. So, first of all, before going into this topic, which is bankers discount, you might be wondering why engineers need to study or maybe have a go through with this particular topic. Because in recent updations with the CAT exam, bankers discount problems are mostly asked for selection in tier 1 companies as well. So that's the reason we are focusing more on the problems in bankers discount. Okay, so before going into today's topic, which is bankers discount, let me go through the formulae, the important formulae of this particular topic. So bankers discount, it's nothing but the simple interest on bill for unexpired time, and then bankers gain is equal to bankers discount minus true discount, which is equal to simple interest on true discount. Okay, so which is equal to true discount the whole square divided by present worth, okay, which is PW. Okay, so BD is equal to SI on bill for unexpired time, and BG is equal to BD minus TD, which is equal to SI on TD, okay, which is equal to TD the whole square by PW. Okay, so simple interest on true discount is equal to true discount the whole square divided by the present worth. Also, we have another formula. True discount is equal to present worth into uh, banker's gain the whole power 1 by 2, or you can term it as true discount is equal to root of present worth into banker's gain. Okay. And then we have the fourth formula. Banker's discount is equal to amount into rate into time divided by 100. Okay, so BD is equal to amount into rate into time divided by 100. And then true discount, we have another formula. TD is equal to amount into rate into 100 divided by 100 plus rate into time. Okay, so this is true discount. And then we have a formula for amount. Suppose if banker's discount and true discount are known, then amount is equal to banker's discount into true discount divided by banker's discount minus true discount. Okay. And then we have another formula. True discount is equal to banker's gain into 100 divided by rate into time. Okay. So BD is nothing but banker's discount. SI is nothing but simple interest. Okay. And then BG is nothing but banker's gain. TD is true discount, and PW is present worth. Okay. Right. So I hope you are done with the formulae of this particular topic, which is we are going to discuss with the problems on bankers discount. Let me go through the first problem. We have problems on bankers discount. The first problem, we have the bankers discount on a bill due 4 months at 15 percentage is rupees 420. The true discount is, the question is, you are given with the banker's discount, okay, which is 420, and the time is 4 months, okay, and the rate of interest is 15%, what is the true discount? Okay, so you are given with four options: 400, 360, 480, and 320. So what we are going to do is you are going to solve this particular problem. Okay, so if you are going to go with the true discount formula, it is banker's discount into 100 divided by 100 plus rate into time. Okay, so which is equal to banker's discount. It is given as 420. If you can see, it is 420. So you are going to substitute banker's discount is 420 into 100 divided by 100 plus rate is 15% into time is 4 months. Whenever you are given with time, you have to reciprocate with the years. Okay, so it is 4 divided by 12 or 1 divided by 3. Okay, so 420 into 100 divided by 100 plus 15 into 1 by 3. Okay, so 15 into 1 by 3 means if you cancel 3, 15, it is 5. Okay, so 100 plus 5, it is 105. So 420 into 100 divided by 105, which gives you like if you can cancel 42,000 divided by 105. Once again, let me also show you with the calculation. 42,000 divided by 105. So if you can cancel maybe like 21 times, and then over here it becomes you get 8, and then 2, it is 8,400 divided by 21. So once again, if you can divide by 3, you'll be getting like 400. Okay, so that's what you are going to get the answer. So your answer is option A, which is 400. Okay, I hope you are getting this point on banker's discount with the case of calculation of true discount. Okay, we move to the next problem. This is a slightly moderate version. Okay, bankers discount on rupees 1,600 at 15 percentage per annum is same as the true discount on rupees 1,680 for the same time and at the same rate. Okay, so bankers discount on rupees 1,600 at 15 percentage rate interest is same as the true discount on rupees 1,680 for the same time and at the same rate. Okay, so you are given with bankers discount and true discount for different values, and they say that it is equal. You are asked with time. Okay, so the time, the options are 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and 8 months. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to write down what is given in the problem. Okay, so first of all, it is given that the banker's discount on rupees 1,600 at 15 percentage rate interest is same as the true discount on rupees 1,680. Okay, so what it means is that for with the case of the first half of the statement, so SI on rupees 1,600, okay, which is same as the true discount TD on rupees 1,680. Okay, so SI on rupees 1,600 is same as true discount on rupees 1,680. Okay, so 1,600 with the case of bankers discount is the present worth, okay, of rupees 1,680. So 1,600 is the present worth of 1,680. So the meaning is the difference is actually 80. 1,600, 1,680. So 1,680 minus 1,600, which is actually 80. So rupees 80, okay, is on rupees 1,600 at 15% rate interest. Okay, so that's the key line. That's the key line. If you can see this statement, rupees 80 is on rupees 1,600 at 15%. This is the key statement. From this, you are going to calculate the time interval. Okay, so time interval, it's actually banker's discount into rate into time is equal to 100 into the value, the present worth, okay, the 180. Okay, so the statement goes like this. Okay, banker's discount into rate into time is equal to 100 into the present worth. Okay, so that's what we are going to note it down. Okay, so from this, time can be calculated as 100 into 80 divided by 1600 into 15. So 100 into 80 is present worth divided by 1600. 1600 is nothing but the banker's discount on the value, okay, the amount into the rate is 15 percentage. Okay, so 100 into 80 divided by 1600 into 15. Okay, so if you can cancel, okay, 1 2 3 zeros are there, so you can cancel 2 zeros. Okay, so it's actually 80 divided by 16 into 5. Okay, so once again, with the case of year, we are going to calculate with the years. Okay, so you are going to get it as 8000 divided by once again 8000 into 3. Okay, so this you are getting the value as 1 by 3 of the year, which is actually 4 months. So the answer is 4 months. Okay. Okay. So the answer is 4 months. Okay. Next, we are going to go to the next question. Okay. So the banker's gain of a certain sum due 2 years ends at a 10% rate interest. Okay. It's rupees 24. The present worth is. Okay. So you are given with 4 options: 480, 520, 600, and 960. Okay. What you are going to do is that you are going to calculate the present worth. Okay, so before going into present worth, first of all you should know the true discount. Okay, so true discount you have to find out, because banker's gain is given. Okay, and you know the rate as well as time, so you can calculate the value of true discount. Banker's gain into 100 divided by rate into time. So this is the formula. From the true discount you are going to calculate the present worth. Okay, so true discount is equal to rupees banker's gain into 100 divided by rate into time. Okay, so it's banker's gain. This it's given as 2 years. Okay, so this is actually 24 into 100. Okay, so 24 banker's gain is actually 24. Okay, so into 100 divided by what is rate? Rate is actually 10%, so it is 10 into 2 years. Okay, so the time is 2. Okay, so if you cancel 2 12s are 24, so it is 1200 divided by 10, so it is actually 120. Okay, so this is actually true discount. Okay, and with the case of present worth, okay, so present worth is equal to 100 into true discount divided by rate into time. So 100 into the calculated value is 120 divided by rate into time. Rate is actually 10% and time is actually 2 years. Okay, so from this it's actually 12,000 divided by 20. Okay, so this is 600. So your option is C. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay. Fine. Next, we go to the next question. Bankers discount on a sum of money for 1.5 years or for 3 by 2 years. It's actually 558, and the true discount on the same sum for 2 years it's 600. Okay. What is the rate of rate percentage? Okay. Rate of interest. Okay. So bankers discount is given, time is given. Okay. True discount for the period for 2 years it's given 600 rupees. What is the rate percentage? First of all, what you are going to do is you are going to write down what is given in the question. So bankers discount is equal to rupees 558. For that time period is 3 by 2 years, and true discount is 600. For that the time period is 2 years. What is the rate of interest? Okay, so you are given with 4 options: 10%, 13%, 12%, and 15%. Okay. Right. So what you are going to do is you are going to calculate the banker's discount for 3 by 2 years. It's actually given as 558, and banker's discount for the same case with the case of true discount, you have like 2 years. So what you are going to do, you are going to calculate the banker's discount for 2 years. Okay. So banker's discount for 2 years, okay, which is equal to rupees 558. For example, banker's discount for 3 by 2 years, it's given as 558. Banker's discount for 2 years. How you are going to get the value of 2 from 3 by 2? You are going to multiply by its reciprocal. So multiply by 2 by 3, okay, into the 2 years. Okay, only then you can get the value of 2 years. Okay, so 558 into reciprocal 2 by 3 into 2. Only then you can get the value for 2 years. Okay, so if you can say 558 into 4 by 3. Okay, so once again you cancel and you can get the value as 744. Okay, so this is the value of bankers discount for 2 years. Okay, so similar case with the case of true discount for 2 years, it's already given 600 rupees. Okay, fine. So what you are going to do is you are going to calculate the value of sum. Okay, from this one you are going to get the value of sum. Yeah, once again, I'm reading the question. The banker's discount on a sum of money. Okay, on a sum of money for 1.5 years, it's actually 558. So you are going to calculate this sum. Okay, and which is same as the true discount on the same sum. Okay, so you are going to calculate the value of sum. Okay, which is equal to banker's discount into true discount divided by banker's discount minus true discount. Okay, so which is equal to rupees. This banker's discount, it's actually 744 for the period of 2 years. So 744 into 600, okay, divided by banker's discount minus true discount. So 744 minus 600, it's actually 144. Okay, so you can do the calculation and you can get the value as rupees 3100. Okay, so this actually 7400 is actually the simple interest on this rupees 3100 for the period of 2 years. Okay, so from this you are going to calculate the rate of interest. So rate is equal to 100 into what the value 744 divided by 3100 into time period 2 years. Okay, so this is actually the rate. Okay, as I've already mentioned, amount into rate into time is equal to 100 into present worth. Okay, just make a note of it. Amount into rate into time. Okay, amount into rate into time is equal to present worth into 100. Okay, or 100 into present worth. Okay, from this you are going to calculate the value of rate. Okay, so rate is equal to 100 into present worth divided by amount into time. Okay, so 100 into 744 divided by 3100 into 2. Okay, so from this you are going to get as 12 percentage. So your answer is option C. So the answer, the rate percentage is option C, 12 percentage. Okay. Right. Next we move to the next question. The banker's gain on a sum due 3 years, hence at 12 percentage per annum is actually rupees 270. Okay. The banker's gain on a sum due 3 years, hence at 12 percentage per annum is rupees 270. The banker's discount is, you are given with 4 options: 960, 840, 1020 and 760. Okay, so don't make a blind choice. Instead, make calculations and then you try to find out the answer. Whenever you are given with any problem, you have to first of all write out what is given in the problem. Only then you should apply the formula and then you should get the conclusion. If you have like a step-by-step procedure, then it becomes easy for you to solve the problem. But the main focus should be that only if you can practice more and more problems, you can finish it on time. Okay. So what is given you should write down. Okay, the time is 3 years. Okay, rate of interest is 12 percentage, and the banker's gain is 270. Banker's discount is asked. Okay, so before going into banker's discount, okay, you are going to find out the true discount. So true discount plus banker's gain is actually banker's discount. So true discount you are going to find out. So, okay, so true discount you are going to go with the formula. So true discount is equal to banker's gain into 100 divided by rate into time. Okay, so banker's gain, it's actually given as 270. So 270 you are going to mention into 100 divided by rate into time. So 12 into time, 3 years. Okay, so if you can cancel 3 for 270, it is 90. Okay, so it's 9000 divided by 12. 9000 divided by 12, once again you go with 3, you get 750. So true discount is equal to 750. Okay, and then you are going to go with banker's discount. Banker's discount is equal to true discount plus banker's gain. Okay, so true discount is actually 750 you have got, plus banker's gain is 270. Okay, so 750 plus 270, it's actually 1020. So the answer is option C, rupees 1020. So this is the answer. The banker's discount is actually option C, which is rupees 1020. Okay. Okay. Next, we move to the next question, option question number 6. Banker's discount of a certain sum of money is rupees 72, and the true discount on the same sum for the same time is actually rupees 60. Okay, the sum due is 360, 432, 540, and 1080. Okay, so banker's discount is given 72. You write it down, and the true discount on the same sum for the same time it's actually rupees 60. The sum due, they have a sum is asked. Okay, so sum, you should have the note the formula bankers discount into true discount minus divided by bankers discount minus true discount. Okay, so bankers discount it's 72 into true discount is actually 60 divided by bankers discount minus true discount. Okay, so 72 minus 60. Okay, so 72 into 60 divided by 12. So 12, if for 72 it goes for 6 times. Okay, so 6 into 60 it is 360. Okay, so this is actually a simple formula where you're going to apply the formula for sum and you're going to get the answer as 360. So the answer is option A, 360. Okay, so this is the answer. The sum due is option A, rupees 360. The next question. The certain worth of a certain sum due some time, hence is rupees 1600, and the true discount is rupees 160. Okay. What is the banker's gain? Okay. So you are given with the option banker's gain 20, 24, 16, 12. Okay. Right. So you are given with some values. Okay, true discount is 160. Okay, and the present worth is 1600. Bankers gain is asked. Okay, so bankers gain is equal to true discount the whole square divided by present worth. If you can remember the formula. Okay, so bankers gain is equal to true discount the whole square divided by present worth. Okay, so true discount is given 160. Okay, so 160 square divided by present worth is 1600. Okay, right? Fine. So you're going to do this problem 160 into 160 divided by 1600. So 160, if you can cancel, it is 10 times. Okay, so 160 divided by 10, it is 16. Okay, so the answer is option C. Okay, rupees 16. So this is the answer. The banker's gain is option C, which is rupees 16. Okay, right. Next, we will move to the next question. The present worth of a certain bill due sometime hence is rupees 800 and the true discount is rupees 36. Okay, present worth is 800 and true discount is rupees 36. Banker's discount is, so present worth is given, true discount is given. What is banker's discount? We are given with 4 options: 37, 37.62, 34.38 and 38.98. Okay, so you are given with present worth and true discount. Okay, so before going into banker's discount, you should first of all calculate the value of banker's gain. Okay, so banker's gain is equal to true discount the whole square divided by present worth. Okay, so true discount whole square means true discount is given 36. So 36 into 36 divided by present worth, it is 800. Okay, so 36 into 36 divided by 800. You can cancel with 4. Okay, so in the top you can cancel by 4. It is 9 times, and the bottom you have 20 times. Okay, similarly you can cancel with 4 and you can get the value as rupees 1.62. Okay, so after calculating the value of banker's gain, you can go with the value of banker's discount. Okay, so banker's discount is equal to true discount plus banker's gain. You get the value of banker's gain is equal to 1.62. So 1.62 plus true discount value is 36. So 36 plus 1.62, it is 37.62. Okay, so the answer is option B, which is 37.62. So this is the answer. The banker's discount is option B, which is 37.62. So next question, the banker's gain on a bill due 1 year hence at 12% per annum is rupees 6. The true discount is, okay. So banker's gain is given rupees 6, okay, for time period is 1 year and rate of interest is 12% per annum, okay. So true discount is you are going to find out, okay. You are given with the option of 72, 36, 54 and 50. So you are given with banker's gain, rate and time, you are going to find out the value of true discount. So you are going to apply the formula. True discount is equal to banker's gain into 100 divided by rate into time. Okay. So banker's gain, okay, it's actually 6, okay, into 100 divided by rate is 12% and time is 1 year, 1. Okay. So 600 divided by 12, okay. So you are going to cancel with the 6, okay. It is 100 divided by 2, okay, which is equal to 50, okay. So true discount is actually option D, which is 50, okay. So the true discount is option D, which is rupees 50. We move to the last question. The bankers gain on a certain sum due 1.5 years, 3 by 2 years. Okay, 1.5 means it is 1 into 1 by 2. Okay, so 3 by 2 years is 3 by 25 of the bankers discount. Okay, so bankers gain is 3 by 25 of the bankers discount. Okay, what is the rate of interest or rate percentage? You are given with 4 options: 5 1 by 5, 9 1 by 11, 8 1 by 8 and 6 1 by 6 percentage. Okay, fine. So it is given in mixed fraction. Okay, first of all you should calculate the value of in improper fraction. Okay, so yeah, whatever is given you should write down first of all. Bankers gain is given. Okay, which is 3 by 25 of the bankers discount. Okay, for the period 1.5 years. Okay, right. So the basic thing is that we have to first of all know the value of bankers discount. Okay, so if you can see in all the problems, bankers discount was was given. Okay, so bankers discount you should know. Okay, suppose what you are going to do is you should know the value of bankers discount, else you are going to assume the value of bankers discount. For this case, you are going to assume the value of bankers discount, which is 1. Okay, so bankers gain is equal to 3 by 25 of the bankers discount. So 3 by 25 of bankers discount, you are assuming the value of 1. Okay, so 3 by 25 into 1, this is bankers gain is equal to 3 by 25. Okay, I hope you are getting. You are assuming the value of bankers discount as 1. So bankers gain is equal to 3 by 25 into 1. Okay, so it is 3 by 25. So true discount is equal to bankers discount minus bankers gain. That's a formula. So bankers discount is actually 1 minus bankers gain is 3 by 25. So 1 minus 3 by 25, if you can see 25 minus 3 by 2. Sorry, 25 minus 3 by 25. Okay, so this is 22 by 25. Okay, so true discount is actually 22 by 25. Okay, right. From this you are going to calculate the value of sum. Okay, so sum is equal to 1 into true discount. 1 is actually bankers discount. So okay, so sum is equal to bankers discount into true discount divided by bankers discount minus true discount. Okay, so it is 1 into 22 by 25 divided by 1 minus 22 by 25. So the numerator you have 1 into 22 by 25. This is actually 22 by 25. The denominator is actually 1 minus 22 by 25. This is actually 3 by 25. So numerator you have 22 by 25. Denominator you have 3 by 25. If you can cancel the denominators, it's actually 22 by 3. Okay. So simple interest is actually on 22 by 3 for 1.5 years is actually rupees 1. Okay. From this you are going to calculate the value of rate. I have already told you. Rate is equal to, first of all you should know the formula. Okay, so this is amount into rate into time equal to 100 into present worth. So that's the formula. Okay, so you are asked with rate. Okay, the question is find out the value of rate. So this is actually 100 into present worth. Present worth is actually 1. Okay, divided by 22 by 3. Okay, 22 by 3 is actually the value what you have got, sum. okay, so 22 by 3, that's actually the amount. Okay, so 22 by 3 into time is actually one and a half years, which is actually 3 by 2. So 22 by 3 into 3 by 2. Okay, if you can simplify this one, 100 into 1, it's 100. Denominator, you have 22 by 3 into 3 by 2, you can cancel. So if you can get 22 by 2, it's actually 11. Okay, so 100 divided by 11, which is equal to, you can get the improper fraction as 100 by 11. So if you can give it in the mixed fraction, 11, 11 nines are 99, the balance is 1, okay, remainder is 1, 1 by 11. So 9 1 by 11 percentage. So if you can see, the option is B, 9 1 by 11 percentage. Okay, so the rate percentage is actually option B, which is 9 1 by 11 percentage. So I hope you are clear with the formulae as well as the problems. You stay tuned for further more problems. We would be going with the quantitative aptitude for placement in higher order companies. Okay, just go through the formulae. Okay, first of all, go through the formulae and then go through these questions before going through any question. First of all, read the question at least 2 or 3 times, and then first of all write what is given in the question, and then you try to apply the formulae. Take some time in simplifying the steps. Okay, and then get the answer. Okay, you have to be very fast and you have to be very correct also. Okay, right, and you should come to a conclusion which is the correct answer. Okay, I wish you all the best for the remaining training sessions for soft skill training program.